again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City, Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. Hey, you might say, wait a minute, didn't you mention this pancake mix coffee cake a while back? Yeah, about a year ago, but back then, when I made the original video, I think there was a lot of shaky cam going on, and maybe the recipe was not clear, despite the fact that it does have almost 2,000 views. Thank you very much for viewing. I decided to show you, number one, an actual picture of the cake. This is what it's going to look like, okay? And that picture is courtesy of a family member who couldn't wait to make it and snapped me the picture, and she took it over to some relative's house. So this is what it's going to look like. And let me tell you something. I felt like I owed you that picture for a year. So therefore, here it is. Okay, that's number one. Before we get into the actual recipe, and by the way, I'm still going to link up the old shaky cam one here in my description box, just in case you want to see it. Okay. Today happens to be National Mom and Pop grocery store type day, okay? National Mom and Pop Business Day. I want to salute my grandparents because, you know, they came here from humble beginnings from the old country many years ago, and they ran a humble little grocery store during the Great Depression. I want to thank the two of them for their efforts. I never got the chance to see it because I wasn't born yet, but I heard lots and lots of kind acts that my grandparents did for people who weren't doing very well during the time. They extended a lot of credit to people, and some paid them back, some didn't. Excuse me, but that's not what counts. They didn't care. They wanted to help. And for people who are undergoing simple matters like this, but they're not so simple, they're actually, you know, life-changing for many at this time. It reminded me of them. And I just wanted to salute them and everyone who runs a mom and pop store, who's trying to make a living, work hard, and do the right thing. Goodness bless every single one of you. There you go. Now back to the pancake mix recipe. Okay. Number one, you can use this with the original mix or the complete mix, just in case you wondered. But in the complete mix, you cut back about a tablespoon or a teaspoon on the oil, okay? Just mentioning that, and you could go over that in the shaky cam version. So here's what you're going to need. Okay, going to need 3 cups of pancake mix, 3/4 cups of white granulated sugar, 1 8-ounce container of sour cream, 3/4 cups of regular milk or other milk if you have it, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and that's for the original mix. Cut it back 1 of those spoons for complete, okay? 1 egg, slightly beaten, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to spray a 13x9 pan with nonstick spray. And basically, you're going to combine the dry ingredients in a separate bowl. You're going to combine the wet ingredients in a separate bowl. Okay, and when you incorporate the wet with the dry ingredients, you are going to gently mix it by hand and not long, just until the ingredients are moist. Do not repeat, do not over mix, okay? And you're going to spread that batter into a 13x9 pan. Now, for the topping, which I should have mentioned first, so sorry about that. You're probably saying, where's the topping? So bear with me, turn the page over. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, here's for the topping. You're going to need 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs or 5 full pieces of graham cracker cookies. You know those long boards? You crumble them up. You're going to add 1/4 cup of granulated sugar to that. You're going to add 5 tablespoons of either melted butter or margarine. Okay? And then you're going to add 1 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon to all of that crumbled mixture of the sugar and the graham crackers. And you're going to put that to the side. So after you spread out the batter, which should be thick, by the way, Then you carefully put the crumb mixture on top of that, okay? You throw that in the oven at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. Serve it nice and warm if you want, or it keeps very well. Wrap it nicely, but I like it at room temperature. I like it kept at room temperature. But if you don't like to keep things that way, you still can refrigerate it. My personal preference. But you just wrap it up nicely with foil, put a nice cover on it, and it stays a couple of days. I have to tell you, not only is it yummy for the tummy, but it's really, really a nice thing to give away when we could visit more in the future and stuff like that. But for now, if you're grounded at home, this is a great activity, an easy recipe to involve your family with. Even people that hardly ever bake, they're going to feel like a pro once they see this. This is a really nice activity on a Sunday, on a dreary Sunday morning. The weather here today is blah. So anyway, something like this is definitely a morning brightener. Perfect for brunch, perfect for dessert. It just wins on all counts. And in all probability, you may already have every single ingredient here. So in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City, wishing everybody a wonderful Sunday. And as always, I want everybody to stay safe and happy. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for Money Monday. I'm going to close it up with some music, and I'm going to link up the old version of this recipe. Well, it's the same recipe, but with shaky cam. I just felt like I owed it to you to give you a non-shaky cam one. There you go. Have a great day.